Time to fuck everything up.
Rawrist, watch your language. Hey, everyone. Joy to the realm. This is a gathering of A Song of Ice and Fire and Game of Thrones community members. As you know, we've been pushing this on social media, GeekChat1. And tonight we're getting together to celebrate the holidays, that Christmas spirit. Ho, 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 Hodor. To get together and basically have a Game of Thrones, A Song of Ice and Fire inspired stream. So I have a great panel of guests tonight, and I'm going to introduce my panel, starting off with my co-host, Gemma Stark, who is the Grinch of our stream. Gemma.
Hi. Yes, we're here to celebrate Christmas. Happy to be here.
Okay, that's it for Gemma. Next, we have Elf on a Shelf. Robert, what's going on?
Hey everyone, it is Robert from Deep Geek or Deep Elf today. Delighted to be here, very excited, and feel free everyone to boo Gemma whenever she is being the Grinch.
And then next we have the one and only Rawrist, who is decorated. Are those Christmas lights?
Yeah, I was gonna wear my Dear Santa shirt, but I couldn't find it, so I'm stuck with this. Is this a PG live stream? Am I not allowed to say fuck, cunt, bitch?
No, yeah. So hey, we're demonetized. It's fine. Lars, thank you.
Demonetized 60 seconds in.
Thank you for your contribution to the stream.
It's like playing Whamageddon.
Yeah, it's bad.
Thanks for ruining my monetization, you dumb bitch. Next.
Okay, Rawrist. George Chartiano.
Hello, everybody. Silent Night.
The Night King, Game of Thrones inspired ugly Christmas sweater.
Yep, there you go.
And you can find them at Target. Everyone, there's a bunch of them. And last but not least, we have Helen, and JR is going to join us later. So Helen.
Hello, this is Helen, making Mordor random hotel lobbies, dodgy streaming great again. Hello, it's almost 2 o'clock in Germany. Glad to be here. Not.
Wow, rude. So
this is a really depressing stream, you know that? Like, holy fuck. Everyone's like, I don't want to be here. Kyle forced us. He has blackmail on us. Fuck this shit.
Not true. Two really positive things that I want to talk about before we get into things. One, we had a $50 donation pre-stream from Morally. She couldn't be here today. Of course, everybody knows Morally. She is one of the most generous, kind people in our community. So Morally, thank you so much for that. And we have a special message from Sabelka Kelly, who plays Shay from the show. She says, Happy Holidays and Merry Christmas. I was just chatting with her before the stream, and she wanted to say hello to everyone in the community. So let's get into the stream, everyone. And let's start off with some Game of Thrones, A Song of Ice and Fire, holiday-inspired questions. Like I said, JR will be joining us in just a few minutes.
Nope, JR is here.
Oh, Jesus. JR, welcome.
Welcome, yes. Crazy.
Are you wearing a Hawaiian shirt, bro?
Yeah, that he got the message. Hawaiian shirt was the message, or tux, or I wanted to wear my wedding dress, but everybody laughed at me.
Or dress blues, or a kilt, but I couldn't get my kilt fast enough out of my luggage since I just got into Vegas today.
He literally called us before the stream, and he was coming straight from the airport. So give it to JR for his quick thinking, getting here on stream and getting set up. We actually have another donation before we get into some questions. Karen Richmond says, howdy all with random sense for Rawrist. Rawrist, do you have anything to say about that? Or
what was it? Say it again.
I'm kind of confused on what this actually means. Howdy. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't reading that correctly. Howdy all with random sense for Rawrist. So she's making a donation because you're on stream.
No, so my favorite thing is when people donate random cents, because it's like, okay, I donate $5.11 to you. It is the most hilarious thing. And I really hope when YouTube goes through donations, because you know how they can take them away now if it's inappropriate things. I just love the idea of someone being like, what the fuck is up with this bitch's subscribers with $5.12? $1.21. It's hilarious to me to imagine someone like processing through it going,
like $1.69 or something like that.
yeah, it's I love random cents. I think it is the funniest thing. I really wish they'd let you do things like 1 cent, 5 cents.
So Rawrist is going to be joining us for the first part of this stream, and then she's actually going to be doing a stream on her channel this evening. So make sure if you are interested in Jon and Daenerys to go check that out. We're going to start off with a question for her. It's her first time coming on the channel. And Rawrist, who would be the Grinch of Westeros? We're going to start off with this question for the whole panel. And no, it's not Gemma, because she's not actually in Westeros. But who would be the Grinch of Westeros?
I feel like that's super easy that it would be Stannis. Because he would be the dude like, you don't deserve those presents. And he'd be like taking your shit away or okay, you deserve this much or you only deserve that. So I feel like Stannis, I mean, the dude tried to outlaw prostitution. He would totally be the person to just fuck up everyone's holidays. So
a vote for Stannis Baratheon. I'm not sure I disagree with that. He would be in probably my top 2 or 3 choices. Definitely. Well, we got some donations. We'll get to those in a second. Gemma, who would be your Grinch of Westeros?
I think Gregor Clegane would be completely disinterested in the entire proceedings from start to finish, and probably not because he was undead, but because he had like one of his headaches or something. And but his brother Sandor, I think he would be, you know, those people that do the whole bar humbug thing and pretend to hate it, but then you catch them secretly getting into it when they think no one's looking. That's what Sandor would be like. I'm a little bit like that. I may get into the Christmas spirit around the 23rd, depending on how much alcohol I've had.
Wow. We have Elf on a Shelf in Deep Geek. Actually, there's a donation we're going to reference in Deep Geek here. Susan Dunkel says, in Deep Geek, hilarious. Put this towards Nashville. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Susan. In Deep Geek, your version of the Grinch in Westeros.
Yes, Susan, thank you so much. That is, Kyle, if you could put that towards our mega meal / drinking session, that would be much appreciated. The biggest Grinch in Westeros has to be Walder Frey, because, you know, you have a big party, you invite all your friends, all your family, massive feast, you got the music going. He's the man you don't want there.
I can't disagree with that either. Wow. I'm flipping from Rawrist to Stannis to Walder Frey right now. Sorry, Rawrist.
I'm jumping in with Tywin.
Tywin Lannister.
Oh, damn. That's what I wanted to say.
Oh,
that's why I said it first.
Okay. Give me a reason why, though. Like, why is Tywin the Grinch?
Oh, come on. He has a brother that they reference as being the fun one in the family, and they point out, like, they may as well just call him the Grinch in it.
But you know what, George? Secretly, he would celebrate it, banging some random prostitute woman and saying one for Father Christmas, you know. But up front, he would be like, "Oh yeah, I hate Christmas."
No, that's because his heart and other things grew twice that size that day.
Yeah, that's when you die from cardiorhythmia.
well, one quote that stands out was when Jaime was, thinking about Cersei and comparing Tywin. Tywin was implacable like a glacier, so he didn't have very much warmth to him. So that could be something that we reference. JR, so Helen and George are on Tywin. That's 2 votes for Tywin. JR, who do you got for the Grinch of Westeros?
In honor of Fire and Blood, Maegor the Cruel.
Oh God.
There was someone in my live chat last week when JR, when we premiered our video, Maegor did nothing wrong. I was like,
right?
Yeah,
how can you even say that? Maegor has a nickname for a reason.
He would try to marry Santa's wife and impregnate her.
I thought Visenya was cool until some of the stuff that was going on there. She really started to, whatever.
What are you talking about? She put a sword in the hand of a 3-year-old. How more badass do you get than that?
Okay.
Visenya's metal as fuck. Imagine going to a toddler and giving them a sword and being like, "Here, fucker. Merry Christmas."
By the way, if you want to see me get destroyed by Rawrist on a regular basis, tune into Rawrist's stream tomorrow night, where I will be joining here.
I'm gonna be good tomorrow.
Yeah, right. I am so scared. Okay, so let's take a little peek in chat. And so Rawrist has a couple of votes. Some people are enjoying In Deep Geek just because he looks cute. I think you look cute too, Robert.
Little elf over there.
Not as cute as you, Kyle.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what chat has to say. Let's let them kind of commiserate over who the Grinch will be.
I agree with Gemma if the Grinch was a serial killer. Like, I think she would be spot on if the Grinch... Look at her smile. She's like, in my version of the story, he is. That's the best version of the story.
you know what? I'm actually in agreement with Robert about Walder Frey, because look at what he did. He threw a huge party. He's like, yeah, let's all get... And then he just... nobody's enjoying themselves and they're getting stabbed in the heart. Let's be honest about that, okay? So that's my. I'm going to side with Robert here. 2 votes for Tywin, 2 votes for Walder Frey. But let's see what chat says.
I think the honorable mention should be Olenna Tyrell, though, because she really doesn't give a crap about anything to do with parties or pomp, and she just doesn't care.
But she'd be so much fun.
Yeah, but
Well, she would be fun drinking, but she's just like, meh.
Yeah, but I mean, she's still got House Tyrell to fork over a bunch of money for that little shit rat's wedding.
She's the type of person that wraps up dog shit and gives it to you, and as you open it, she's behind you whispering, "I want you to know it was me."
So she would be the person that would like gift out coal to everyone. I want you to know it was me. Okay, Olenna Tyrell is an honorable mention.
But
Catherine Scully in the chat has said Lady Stoneheart, and I think she's onto something there.
Ooh,
She's not bringing a party with her, is she?
Oh,
That's like not somebody you would want to turn up on your house on Christmas morning.
Littlefinger is another great mention. Lady Stoneheart. There's some more votes for Tywin and Walder Frey.
I don't know. Do you agree with Littlefinger? I don't see him as a Grinch.
No, I mean, in the books, he's.
I would party with him.
In the books, he's actually like friendly towards.
I want to party at his place.
Yeah.
Of course you do.
We got another
boy
donation.
horrors.
We got another donation, by the way, from Lucifer Means Lightbringer, and he says, "Holy hell, in deep elf." I'm losing my mind. Robert waits this long to wear a costume. Oh my god, yeah. Oberyn. Okay. Let's switch it up a bit and go from the Grinch to the actual life of the party at Christmas. I see some votes for Oberyn, but I'm actually going to start off with Helen this time since she went last. So, Helen, who would be the life of the party over the Christmas party?
No, just kidding. Life of the party. As I'm
toddlers everywhere with swords,
riding a dragon while the mother is watching. No, Mushroom. I love Mushroom. I want to party with Mushroom. Please invite me wherever you are.
All right, we got one Song of Ice and Fire character, Mushroom, also Fire and Blood favorite. George, what about you? What are you thinking?
Robert Baratheon.
Yeah,
Party with Bobby B.
Wait. Your mother was a whore with a farthouse. Her hair smelled like blackberries.
No question. I mean,
yeah, no, I'm with him. That's my pick. That dude, everyone loves him. He knows how to drink. He knows how to fuck. That guy, everywhere he goes, everyone loves him. I'm down.
Okay, so 2 votes for Robert Baratheon. JR.
Yeah, I don't even. Wow, Bobby B.
Braun has to be a consideration, right?
Well,
No,
yeah,
it's so
Braun's
Braun.
in the mix, but
Showbron.
Oberyn.
Oberyn Martell. Okay, yeah. I like that one. He likes both men and women. He's loving towards
I just
both
like
sexes.
the Dornish altogether.
Yeah, man.
So I party with I don't totally party with Oberyn.
Me and JR are gonna do a whole episode from Fire and Blood just talking about how badass the Dornish are. They're probably my favorite part of Fire and Blood. I'm not actually that super interested in the Targaryens. Hate me now, people.
Oh, hey, I'm working on a script of 5 times the Dornish were just absolutely fucking brutal. Because as you're going through Fire and Blood, you're like, God damn, Dornish, like they gave 0 fucks.
You know what?
I still want that Ghost Tyrell army to show up somewhere.
What I love is that like they're just like burning all the resources while Aegon is on his conquest. I mean, like obviously the Tyrell army, like half of their army disappears because their plan essentially involves being able to take some of the resources to survive on their way to Dorne. And like Dorne is just so smart about it. They're like, yeah, they're not going to survive the desert. They are not going to screw with us.
So do you guys believe, I know the Game of Thrones lore animations they put out aren't necessarily canon for the books because they are wrong, but do you think that they actually talked to George? Do you remember when they're talking about how the Tyrell army disappeared and then they show the sands and then the sands part and you see all the skulls? That they got confirmation from George of, yeah, they were murdered out in the desert and now their bones are...
Yeah,
Do you think that's canon for the books that they got that from George, or they're just like, oh yeah, this is probably what happened? I don't know.
There is a lot of probably what happened going on.
You know what? If we continue to discuss this, we're gonna go down. We're just gonna...
Sorry.
No, it's cool. We got some more donations before we get in Deep Geek and Gemma's answers on who would be the best to party with over the holidays. We got Karen Richmond, and she says, don't forget the Grinch gets redeemed. Well, you know, yeah, that's true. And you know what? As far as Christmas movies, that's the next thing we'll talk about. We'll talk about some fun Christmas movies in just a second. So Karen Richmond, thank you for the donation. We have 2 more. One says, Lady Dreamfire, keep Rawrist drunk in her live streams fund. I like this fund. We can keep that going. For
cheers. Cheers, yeah.
Actually, let's all cheers to that. Everybody that's having some fun drinking here on the panel.
To liver damage.
Does anybody got a receipt for biopsies?
Damn. And then we have Craig Mulvey. Bobby B.
Do not read anything Craig says. He's a fucking monster.
Yeah, I know. Craig is a big fan of yours and has been a long-time subscriber of my channel as well. I actually really like Craig, so I'm going to read it.
No, he's a monster.
Bobby B brings the roast beast. He gets killed by a boar, and he brings the roast beef to the roast boar to the party.
Get the fuck out of here.
So we'll move on to in Deep Geek. Who would be the life of the party out of Westeros and A Song of Ice and Fire, friends? As far as characters go.
Well, I mean, I kind of understand the Bobby B thing, but let's face it, he's an amateur. And
oh, fuck you.
Oh, yes.
To start with, he's the guy who goes to the party, he gets drunk, and he starts a civil war. We don't want him in our party. What we're wanting is the real master, the person who showed him how to perfect the art of partying, Thoros of Myr. That's
yes.
No. Bobby B was partying way before that fucking came.
Yeah, but it was boring. All he did was competition with his mate, couldn't find who the Knight of the Laughing Tree was, and then went off and just killed lots of people. I don't want him in my party. I want Thoros of Myr singing songs and getting drunk with me.
Is it who says in the books Thoros was the only one that could keep up with Robert with drinking? I don't remember who said that. I know it was said. Do you guys remember? But basically, Thoros was the only one that could like toe-to-toe with Robert with drinking.
I remember when Thoros was talking about he was reminiscing on his drinking.
He has a flaming sword.
That is true.
It's what's his name from the Kingsguard said it, right?
Was it? I can't remember. I know someone said it because I did a video on it.
It was either Selmy or it was
Barristan Selmy.
I think it was Barristan Selmy.
It was Barristan. You're right.
And by the way, everyone, this one is whiskey and this one is wine. Just loving it right now. In Deep Elf, thank you for your Can
we call him that all the time now?
Yeah, yes, we can. Gemma, who would you pick as the life of the party in ASOIAF and
okay.
DOT?
Well, I get where you're all coming from with Bobby B, I really do, but I think you're all kind of living in the past a little bit. You're all talking about Bobby B years ago when he was in his prime. I think it's time for the apprentice to take over, and we need someone younger and with a bit more stamina, but with the same essential heart of Bobby B. I would party with Gendry. You know that guy's first on the karaoke. You know that he's gonna have the stamina
There's
to
nothing
drink
wrong with
all
getting
night.
old. No, there's nothing wrong with getting old
You know what?
and party.
You know what, Gemma? You know what, Gemma? I got to chill with Joe Dempsey a little bit at Con of Thrones last year, and so we did this 20-second Instagram post. Okay, we did this 20-second Instagram post where I was like, "You're a lot shorter," and he's like, "No, you say you're a lot leaner," and he was so good at reenacting that scene that I didn't actually know he was actually in character, so we had to reenact it 7 different times to get it on Instagram. And he's like, dude, no. He's like, I'm actually trying to like do the scene with you right now. And he's so funny and so nice that I actually kind of agree with Gemma because he's a pretty good Gendry Baratheon. So
okay, no, I got the right one, and this is just maybe
Yeah, he has the right one.
Podrick.
No, he doesn't. Never mind. He's wrong. No.
Never mind, pulling that one right back.
When she was talking about stamina.
Somebody said that in the chat too. Who was it? It was like, I want to party with Podrick. Like, wow.
You know what?
They just want Podrick to fuck them. That's all they want.
You know what though? There's this theory floating around that Tyrion paid them to say that to Podrick and to give back.
That is.
Yeah, that's jealous assholes. No.
Exactly.
It's just like the Littlefinger is still alive theory. Anyway, so we're gonna move on. Actually, no, we gotta ask chat.
Wait, who said that? Who said Littlefinger's still alive theory? Who came out with that?
I don't know. The person that says a faceless man. You know when Littlefinger is talking to that person when Arya is watching him.
Wait, no. What channel so I can go beat their ass?
I don't know. I can't remember.
All right, I'm gonna do some research after this.
But everyone in the chat, I have to announce that this is already my favorite panel, even if we're getting demonetized.
It's all my fault.
it is, right?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Rawrist. Tomorrow night, I am so worried about what's gonna happen on her channel. I'm not looking forward to it. But chat, who do we think is the life of the party in Westeros for the holidays? Let's get some answers.
Maybe.
Some people are saying it, Sandor Clegane. I know you're just saying that because I love Sandor. Give an honest answer, people.
Yeah, don't be a kiss ass. It's probably me.
Yeah, it's Tyrion though. Come on, Tyrion. Yeah. I want to party with Pate. That's kind of a weird one. Bran. What? Bran?
He's one hell of a dancer now.
King McKay says, "I hear Drogon." King McKay says, "I hear Drogon is the real roar of the party."
Oh my god,
that's
Tormund Giants Bane. Come on.
Actually, yeah, no, I agree with Daisy.
Tormund is the biggest vote in the chat, so Tormund is the winner. It looks
Tyrion's probably the person to party with because he's one of those people who'd hold your hair up while you're throwing up. He's
also so insecure. He's also so insecure. He'd probably keep dishing out money for people to party more in the hopes of people loving him. So
Aladdin always pays his debts. He just like when yeah. So Tyrion
Ramsay, he can let the dogs out.
Who let the dogs? Yeah, no, that's.
Oh my God, no, we are not. No.
Wow. So the chat is pretty high on Oberyn, Tormund, and Tyrion seem to be the biggest suggestions in chat. So
yeah, Tormund
Giantsbane has the most votes in chat, so I guess we can't. Chat is always correct, so we kind of can't disagree.
Usually correct.
Thanks for the donation, King McKay. King McKay. By the way, if you haven't checked out his channel, best Vikings content creator on YouTube, bar none. Awesome guy. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, here's a great question. Out of all the characters this is from Mackenzie Burns on GeekChat1. Out of all the characters, who would you want under the mistletoe? Kissing under the mistletoe. Ooh. We're gonna start with you, Gemma.
Rob Stark.
So we're going based on who we see in the show from the actors too. So Rob.
Okay. Richard Madden.
Okay, Gemma says Rob Stark. In Deep Geek.
Well, it's got to be Pod, right?
I'm not going to survive this stream. Oh my god. In Deep Elf says. Oh god.
I mean, is there any other option, really? I mean, come on.
For me, yeah, 100%.
Okay, Rawrist.
Mace Tyrell.
What the F?
Are you kidding me? That
myself.
No, he oozes sex. Mace Tyrell. I would do terrible things to that man.
His singing is just really top notch. I don't know.
Everything about. Did you see that little plum out of his hat? That guy is. That's not. Stop laughing. It's not a joke. That man's a straight hottie.
And it would be perfect for putting said mistletoe on.
Right?
So
yeah.
it's all working out nicely.
JR.
Marjorie Tyrell. Natalie Dormer.
Yeah.
She is a sex machine. Helen.
Totally having a girl on girl moment with Cersei. Hello.
Oh damn! Helen picks Lena Headey. Yeah.
Of course.
George.
Cersei's handmaid.
What the F?
The one that copies her hairstyles.
Yeah.
George, I had to take the glasses off for this one.
I've said this to you guys like 100 times. I totally have a crush on her. I think she's super hot.
Well, everybody knows my favorite is Missandei, but Natalie Dormer would be my second choice. She is. Chat.
Wait, not Shay? I thought Shay.
Okay, you guys know
I can't think about her like that now that I've met her and she's so nice.
You guys, okay, like Sabella. So if I say this on stream, Sabella's like an actual friend of mine. It's like I'm getting wasted on stream, and it's kind of weird if I do that. You know what I mean? So
she's used to that. She's used to that. Ask Helga and
you know what?
Gemma.
No, I have mad respect for Sabella. She is amazing. So I'm gonna say Missandei. I don't know. She's beautiful. She's got that skin tone I like. Let's see what Chad has to say. Natalie Dormer from Chrissy of Oldstone. Grey Worm from Jerry Judy. Carol Brown has a list. Sandor.
Of course he does. Just take your pick, Carol.
Sandor. Rory McCann, Oberyn, and Grey Worm. Okay.
Misty wants Rhaegar and Jon Snow. That'd be a weird sandwich. I'm not gonna lie. That father and
Kid there's some Kid Haringtons, which is just
fair.
Just
a normal day in a Targaryen life. So not weird for them.
Somebody's saying Bran. That's really creepy.
Do we know some people that are paralyzed can't get erections? Do we know if Bran can? It doesn't say anywhere in the books, right?
I never thought about it, and I
can.
don't want to think about it.
You know what's really interesting is some people are saying Iwan Rayon, who played Ramsay.
Yep.
He's short.
Now
really
we're going.
short.
I mean, but that would be some kinky sex.
Yeah, right. And you know what? He's a great guitar player and singer in real life. So I see why people see the sex appeal there.
If we're going off the books, it's Shara Seastar.
I think she's somewhere here in the chat.
No, I know that too, but that's different.
I was gonna go with
the actual
Lamore then.
Bran can erect the wall. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
But can he erect his own penis? We don't know the answer to that, do we?
By the way, I got to interview the actress who played Roz. Why am I forgetting her name?
Esme Blanca.
Esme Bianco, and she is so beautiful in person. George, she's stunning.
Tall. She's tall.
She's a 10 out of 10, and she's like 5'9". She had heels on, and she was perfectly dressed, like just absolutely stunningly beautiful in person.
That's the weird thing about The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones, because you have minimal makeup because of the environment they're supposed to be. And then when you see them at a convention and they have just normal modern wear with makeup, you're like, you're just drop dead gorgeous. I have been amazed. Like Sasha from The Walking Dead, when she has her normal makeup on and clothes, I'm like, you were beautiful in the show. In real life, so gorgeous. These women, you know, just
me and George and Gemma got to see them in person, and they really are that beautiful in person.
Oh yeah. I mean, they kind of tone it down makeup wise, but in real life, I'm like, dang.
So like, to see Bella in person, she was like, she might have been the nicest person that we ever met, right, George? At a convention, period.
Or maybe, or her young Hodor.
Yeah, Sam Coleman was really nice. Okay, so chat, there was, Jesus, Murphy. There is a lot of suggestions. Some people are saying Miranda, Ramsey's girlfriend in the show. There are people suggesting book characters. Cool. I like your imagination. Khal Drogo, obviously. Jason Momoa has been a huge one in chat. But thank you for the question, Mackenzie. Who would you like to see under the mistletoe? We got some more questions. I'm trying to find them here.
That's the first Khaleesi I've seen come up on the chat. No one mentioned her. It's always,
I know, that was just fantastic.
Okay, here's another great question from Dan English, Talamasca Dan, who could not be here. He's currently in bed. But
he's currently in bed.
Characters you would love to go Christmas caroling with. This is an interesting one. We're going to start off with you, Rawrist. What do you think about this one?
Okay, I want a combo. I want Bobby B and Jon Snow, just so Bobby B can be drunk off his ass and caroling, and at the same time, Jon Snow's being all sulky and emo like he normally is, and Bobby B's like, "Come on, you fucking bastard!" like, and just rubbing it in more. I think they would be a hilarious caroling duo. I would pay so much money to see Bobby B just drunk and loving it, and Jon Snow just be like, "I fucking hate my life. Fuck this shit." You guys have...
That'd be really funny. Okay, so Rawrist, Bobby B and Jon Snow together. Let's pick two characters that we picked together. That's a great idea, actually, Rawrist. Let's go with George next. Who are the two characters you would pick to go Christmas caroling with?
Bronn and Rhaegar.
And Rhaegar, yeah, great idea. Remember, he loved to sing.
And Bronn's
but it's all emo shit, though.
Yeah, but Bronn's a singer in real life, so you get the two of them together, and
you get emo.
That's how he got Cersei.
Yeah.
And then ended tragically with it. Exactly. That's how he lost Cersei.
That's how he lost her.
They can't even be on set together, so let's not even go there. Helen.
That format of Christmas caroling is very for Christmas. I'm too drunk to say it correctly. It's very foreign to me. I don't know it. I just know it from movies. So I'd rather not answer this question. We don't have it in Germany. It's weird. Why? Like, if a random person would be in front of, if it would be in front of your door, like every German would just slam the door in your face and be like, "Go away, weirdo. Leave me alone." So
yeah, it's weird. It's a weird tradition.
I would pick Mace Tyrell and Mace Tyrell. Wait. Mace Tyrell and Sandor Clegane, because Sandor would certainly kill Mace.
Boo! I can't wait till tomorrow's live stream, you fuckface.
Okay. JR, I'm so fucking screwed tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know where that all is going to get directed at, but hey, whatever, it works. I'm going to go with Sansa, just so at least somebody gets a song out of her. And I don't know, I can't think of anything just completely ironic to that one right now. So insert witty comment here.
Oh, Maester Pycelle would be sick.
Oh, that'd be a good one. Yeah, no. I'm going to go with Sir Robert Strong.
What? He can't even, bro.
I know.
He's taking a vow of silence. He would just stand there and intimidate people.
Yeah, that's great.
All right. Well, Sansa and Robert Strong from JR. I'm confused on that one. Robert.
I think I'm going to go with Marillion. And there was like a Lannister soldier that Arya came across in like season 7.
Oh, fuck.
Looks like the kind of guy who'd have his own guitar. I think that would probably work.
Is his name Ed Sheeran? I think I said Sheeran.
Yeah,
was
he'll
it?
be in Star Wars,
Oh,
people.
maybe.
Cherish. Love it. Give it a
Awful.
like.
Freaking awful.
Anime Lover says, you guys look amazing. Robert, love the elf costume. Happy holidays. Thank you for the donation. Robert, okay, says Marillion and Ed Sheeran. Gemma.
I would go caroling with Varys and Littlefinger because they're already so good at duetting together, and every song would have these really weird, sinister innuendo undertones going on, and it would just be really creepy and weird. They're so good at sparring verbally. I'd love them to sing verbally. Singing.
There's some great suggestions in chat about the Mance Raider from the book.
No, I'd go with Bale the Bard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Letty Dreamfire says, hey, panel, shots. We can do a cheers. Everybody can do a cheers. Everybody
I have tequila and orange juice in this, so that's kind of a shot if I drink enough.
All right.
I only have beer up here.
All right, on the count of 3, everyone, take another drink since we all just took one. 1, 2, 3. We're all going to take a drink. Cheers.
Cilantro.
Lady Dreamfire. I got some red wine in my mustache and beard. Is that okay? So chat is saying Sandor and Tormund, Tyrion and Bronn have been mentioned, like Tyrion and Bronn getting drunk together and caroling. Arthur Dane and Robert Baratheon. What? That's weird. Wun. Like you were just
Robert Baratheon and Jesus, Rhaegar would be a great one. See if they can, best karaoke duet ever.
JR, you're a savage. By the end of it, Rhaegar would end up that.
And they would sing "I Need a Hero." I need a hero.
They're just
from Footloose. Great.
Oh God. Pip. Okay, Sasek says
Yeah,
Pip.
Pip sings.
1-1 in the Night King. That would be kind of weird since you wouldn't really understand them.
Walder Frey.
Silent night. Oh.
Well, he can feel the whole chorus from his trousers, so it works great.
That's really not nice. Great question, Talamaska Dan. Thank you for. He has one more. He has 7 more questions. We'll go through a couple more.
7.
Wow.
Lord.
Wow. Let's get another question from him. This was actually a really good one. Who would make the best Santa in A Song of Ice and Fire and Game of Thrones? We're gonna start with Rawrist.
Yeah! Bobby B, motherfuckers. One, he has the gut. He has the beard. And could you see him like a kid's on his lap and going, what do you want, you little shits? Or like, you fucking, you'll get a sword, you fucking cunt. Bobby B would be perfect. He's super jolly. He'd be laughing. He'd be wasted like most small Santas. Like, he's perfect in every way. And I really
they're
don't.
sitting on their Christmas throne,
Wait.
their life decisions.
Gods, I was strong then.
Gods, did you know I once killed Rhaegar Targaryen? Gods, I was strong then.
And then the kid sitting on his lap, your mother is a whore.
Now get off me before I piss myself. He would be amazing.
That's like Bad Santa in Westeros.
He looks at his elf. More wine as he's like chugging the shit.
Wyman Manderly in the chat. Great.
That's a great one.
George, who do you think?
That's what I was about to say was Wyman Manderly.
You can't even sit on a horse.
I know.
Too fat to sit a horse.
Lord, too fat to sit a horse.
Helen, who do you think?
You know, so we have that super weird tradition where Santa it's not Santa, it's a few days before Christmas, and they ask, have you been naughty or nice? And if you've been naughty, they really slap you with like a tree thingy. I don't know, the like three.
A switch.
Oh God, I'm
It's
so
a
drunk.
switch.
Yeah. And
Yeah, my family's
Yeah.
from Germany, and my grandparents still use the switch. So
Yeah.
Germans are really into switches.
Exactly.
Well then, thank you for that history of your family.
So I've been thinking about who would do that. Who would ask, like, have you been naughty or nice? I don't know, like Ramsay maybe. He would be in, or Joffrey maybe. Like, slap.
Ramsay would be more like Krampus.
Yeah.
Nice.
Krampus is Austrian though. It's different.
Stannis would ask if you've been naughty or nice and deal
Burn
with you
you.
appropriately.
He wouldn't
Yeah.
give out any presents. He'd be like,
No, do not talk shit about Stannis. He is very fair. He will
Stannis
reward
sucks.
you. You want hey! You shut your giggle.
Stannis is the false king, and he's a bitch.
Stannis is the prince that was promised.
I am so dead tomorrow night.
You want to know what? I can't wait to defame you in every video on my channel here on out. This is my new life goal. And don't subscribe to that fucking bitch Azor hype.
You heard her first.
Rest
folks.
in pepperonis is our hype. All right, we will move on to the next person, JR.
God, yeah, I completely lost track of what the hell the question was.
That's
Santa.
Who would be the best Santa?
Oh, Barristan Selmy as Whitebeard.
Yeah. That's a good pick. He has
Arston
the look
Whitebeard.
down. Yeah.
Yep,
We just
okay.
have to stuff his belly a little bit.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going for more like the
The
Christmas
actual look.
father.
Yeah.
Yeah, the actual. Yeah.
Yeah. Arston Whitebeard definitely got that Santa vibe going on. In Deep Geek, in Deep Elf.
Well, I
That
think
sounds
Helen
so
was
wrong when you say
right that,
No, it's so cute. Look at that cutie. Look at him.
So
You can
great.
ring
I'm about to give
my
a sensible, serious
bell,
answer.
ring
And,
my
come on.
bell.
So, like, Helen was right. Santa needs to know who's been naughty and who's been nice, and the person who knows all those things is Bloodraven. If in doubt, blame Bloodraven. So the thing about Bloodraven is that he's gonna be better than Santa because he will not care who's naughty and who's nice because he's better and he's got better plans than Santa. So everyone's gonna get a present from Uncle Bloodraven.
Ooh.
We're going to go with Gemma last because I think she's going to destroy me after I say this answer. I'm going to go with Cersei Lannister and go gender neutral here. Cersei, she'd be a drunk Santa, obviously, and she would be incredibly judgy.
She's Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to
What
go
kind
with
of weird Santas did you visit when you were a kid?
Right?
Well,
Are we gonna
apparently
get out
one's
some...
addicted to wildfire.
Yeah.
Good
Can we get
God.
some childhood trauma stories here, Kyle? What's going on? You want to share some shit with us about your childhood?
I do not.
Show me on the Darth Vader doll.
Oh fuck.
Hey,
we're all friends here. We're all friends here. You can tell us. Come on, let it out.
all right,
Let it
Gemma,
out.
go ahead. Mad King Eris is a really bad idea, Nicola. But go ahead, Gemma.
Speaking of Billy Bob Thornton, my ideal Santa is Bad Santa. It's my favorite Christmas film. It's awesome, and I can really see
Elf
Bronn.
is so much better. It's not even close.
No.
Elf.
Bronn and Tyrion in those roles as Santa and his elf, I could just see that happening. You know, them getting up to some shenanigans and Bronn going into some changing rooms and doing things with ladies and Tyrion sliding down trash chutes, and I could just see that going down in a very similar way. So I'm going for Bronn with Tyrion as his elf.
Yeah, Tyrion would make a really good elf, actually. Chat.
But not according to his
That is
character in Elf.
so- Wow.
I mean, have you seen our picture that I posted with, I'm sorry, Rawrist, you are not a floating head. I did this on my phone. But how amazing was it? So I just need like Tyrion to have like,
By the way,
Robert's
everyone,
outfit.
what she's referencing, if you go to GeekChat1, Helen did a very poor Photoshop job.
Oh,
fuck
it was
up.
great.
Beautiful.
Shut the
It
fuck
was
up.
amazing.
It's
What are you talking
amazing.
about? I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. Come on.
I'm Kyle Lisi in the middle. Rawrist, his head is like floating on top
That's
of the.
no.
She's
I'm-
Sansa.
She's Sansa.
I just made the joke because it kind of looked like that until you look at the background and then you can see her shoulders. And so you can see her
Yeah.
head is on the shoulders, but it's hard to pick out.
But
yeah.
Raw's face is
okay.
like very white, and Sansa's dress was really dark, so it just looks like that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's okay. It's just Kyle is really judgmental. We all
Yeah.
know this. You know?
Before we move on, we got some more questions. We got a really great live chat tonight. 143 people were watching us be ridiculous. Brian Noonan, Tubbs, John Taylor, Lady Dreamfire, Otilla, Karen Richmond, Nicola, Andy Burnett, Herb Coswell, Daisy Kowalczykowski, Fake Aria, Phil H, the Prince That Wasn't Promised, Run Scroll, Sasek, Kulnitsky, Everdawn. We have Craig Mulvey, oh my God, Susan Dunkel, and Amy Collins, and a bunch of really other awesome people, of course. Chrissy Oldstone, the best chat moderator in the realm. Michael Smith is here from Australia, Mandolin. And we have people from all over the place, people from Denmark, people from all over Europe and the UK, United States, Canada. Love this live chat. We have Urtach, who obviously is amazing. If you guys haven't checked out his new White series, he forever whited me. Urtach, Altanaz at DeviantArt. So Lawrence Corner and many other people here in the live chat. We got some more questions. More Thrones Christmas.
Oh wait, Anime Lover just said, "Did you see my super chat? I didn't see hers."
Yeah, no, we mentioned it earlier.
Oh, did we? Oh, okay.
I have to scroll all the way up here. Here it is. You guys look amazing, she says. Robert, love the elf costume. Happy holidays.
I know. Look at that cutie. I love
Look
it.
at Robert.
But Robert, wait.
Helen.
Get up. Are you wearing elf pants or what's
Yeah, we gotta-
happening? Is it the whole costume? Show us.
Can we
Whoa,
see
no,
your butt area?
He's totally not wearing pants, y'all. You can't ask him that.
Robert, you do not have to answer this question.
Obviously not. It's just
Because on a lot of these streams,
Below the desk,
I'm
I
not.
wanna know.
So
What's
okay.
even more disturbing is in England, pants don't mean your outerwear. So
Yeah, no.
when you just said you're not wearing
Trousers.
pants, we
Trousers,
mean
dude.
utterly nothingness.
Hey,
This,
wait.
this live stream is already demonetized, Robert. This guy.
Just
Gemma,
get
I
up.
want to know, how did this get around to asking whether
You're a
I'm
UK
wearing
person,
pants?
right?
UK person, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, presents.
Santa is called Father Christmas in your country, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's what somebody got mad at me about that. They're like, they don't call it Father Christmas in the UK. I was like, I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah.
Like, that's your main name for it, not Santa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fine. Fuck them. I'm going back and I'm
Get
sure.
a
She's had
second
to prove
opinion.
herself
Ask
right, that's
Robert
great.
for a second opinion.
Oh, Robert. Hey, they call it Father Christmas, right? That's the main name for Santa in your country, right? Don't fuck with me, man. I called you cute like 10 times now.
The problem is that I'm actually French. And Gemma is the English person. I am French. Apologies. Je suis désolé.
Je suis désolée.
I'm actually French, so Robert, fuck off. Okay, we have another question from Tal Mascadan. Who would cut the turkey? Of course, I guess the best suggestion would be our blades are sharp, the Boltons, but there could be other suggestions. So I'll defer to you, Rawrist, again.
I guess I'm going to ask the Frenchman first. I'll defer to Frenchman. You need to speak in a French accent for the rest of this fucking live stream, motherfucker.
Tu veux que je parle français ou que Robert parle français?
Mais oui. So I think that basically the best
Oh,
person
you're
to have
such a
the
dick.
turkey
The best.
is Thoros of Myr, who has not only the sword to cut it, but it's a flaming sword. And the flaming sword can also cook the turkey as it is being cut.
Okay, he's got me there. I'm fully invested that this guy's French now, so
I've got one that people might not like for cutting the turkey. Ilian Payne.
That's on yeah, well,
I thought you
Yeah,
were
that
going
makes sense.
yeah, he's not too bad in looks.
Yeah, I just thought it might bring back some traumatic memories of other things
But-
being sliced off.
By the way, Robert, Daisy Kowalczykowski says that was hot.
Oh, someone wants to fuck the elf.
Chad is absolutely dying right now, by the way. I'm actually getting private message on Facebook by people saying that
They
they're
want to
dying.
fuck the elf. They're like, can you give me that guy's information? Because I want to fuck that elf raw.
I'm not
Especially
sure.
now that he's a French elf, you just 10 more points to the fucking scale.
I'm not even
Exactly.
sure this live stream will,
He nodded his head like, I fucking know it.
Yeah,
I'm not even sure this live stream will survive till tomorrow, people. So if this does survive till tomorrow and you are watching this, wow. Who's cutting the turkey? George Sartiano.
Tywin Lannister.
Okay.
Oh, because he's the boss. He's the big daddy. He's in
remember
charge.
that
Oh,
scene where
with
he's
the beard.
talking shit to
Jamie.
Jamie, and he's like, you know, you gotta now, when he's cutting that shit, and I'll be dead soon, and so will you, and yeah, he's pretty good at carving
So
shit.
that's Randall, isn't it, in the books?
He's he's really good with carving with his sword. Oh yeah. Helen.
Hot pie, because isn't he the baker, cook, whatever? Hot pie.
Okay, hot pie. J.R. Rowley.
Podrick.
Why Padre? Because he used his sword on a bunch of brothel whores? Is that why?
That would be exactly it. Every sword needs its sheath.
He's got a flaming sword.
Chat, this live stream has devolved into chaos.
But
There is
isn't it also called longsword? It's in the German translation, they always say Langschwert, which would mean
Yeah,
longsword.
German
So
longsword.
Podrick, yes, of course. It's a
German longsword.
it's a big turkey.
It's a big turkey. I don't think being a big turkey is a good thing in this scenario.
Oh God. Ooh.
Geez, this chat is okay. Here's a great question. This is from Amanda Duncan, who's in the live chat, also from GeekChat1. She says, "What present would you buy for each character if you could buy one of them?" So each of us is going to pick a character and pick a present that you would like to buy for this character. So we're gonna since Rawrist is
I would like to buy Davos a Shireen back.
Oh.
that is a low blow, JR.
I'm being honest. He was a way
Aw.
better father.
Since,
That is actually really true.
since we're on fire here and we're already demonetized, we'll start out with Rawrist again.
I'd buy John some antidepressants. I think
That'd
throw him
be
at,
great.
so he can stop sobbing every morning when he combs his fucking hair. So
Oh,
antidepressants
man.
for John. That's where I'm at. Can we go to the elf next? I want to hear him talk in his French accent. That's natural.
Robert in Deep Elf.
Okay, I'm not doing the French accent again. I'm sorry, guys. I think
You
that's
lying bitch! You told me you were French! So answer my goddamn Father Christmas question then.
This is what they all say, Raw. In the beginning, they all say, "Oh, je suis français," and then
Yeah, they're fucking liars, though.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
lying little kinky elf. Fine.
Wow.
Don't know where the word kinky came from, but you know.
Because apparently
You know
Robert's
what,
last name is
and
Bolton.
So
It's because you don't wear pants or trousers or whatever you call it.
And I'm not kink shaming. If you like to dress up as an elf and fuck people, like I'm down for it. Like, this is a judgment-free live chat, dude. No one.
I'm not even
just
sure we're
judging
getting
you.
demonetized, but this channel might be getting shut down permanently. Rawrist, I'm suing you if this happens. Continue, Robert.
Sorry, I'm just getting past the idea that Rawrist just propositioned me whilst I'm dressed as an elf.
Whoa. You're the one that fucking did it. You're the one that role played the elf. This is not on me, buddy. This is on you.
Okay. All right. Hat's coming off. Sorry, guys. Moment's gone.
Aww.
Robert is dedicated to his partner.
What's the question, Kyle? I've forgotten.
See, it happens frequently. It's not just me.
All right, Robert. The question was, if you could buy if you could buy a present for a Song of Ice and Fire Game of Thrones character, what would you buy them and why?
Oh, yeah. So a fire extinguisher for Marjorie Tyrell.
Oh, sad. Why is everyone bringing up these sad things?
Wow.
Dead people. I see dead people.
Okay, we're gonna skip Robert here and go to Gemma.
I'd probably get Stannis the #1 dad mug.
Yes.
Like George had last year.
Yeah, he needs that mug in his life.
If you go check out the Con of Thrones vlogs, George Sartiana was dressed up as Stannis, and he has a #1 dad mug, and he's dressed up as Stannis at Con of Thrones. So go check that out. It's absolutely badass. Best Stannis cosplay I've ever seen, by the way. Helen.
So I would get Cersei either that Brad Gilbert book, Winning Ugly, or a one-on-one psychology book, or maybe a number for a really good psychiatrist.
Okay, so Cersei needs a self-help book for Cersei, or a number, a recommendation to go see a psychiatrist. George?
I'd get that toy for Sandor that he was playing.
You dick!
That is great.
You piss me off right now.
That is so great.
You're such a bastard for saying that.
Well, I was going to say give what's his name a crown, but I thought that was way better. Viserys a crown.
Oh yeah, he got his crown. He got his golden crown. One of my top 5 favorite scenes, by the way. JR.
Davos and Shireen. I already said it.
Oh yeah, that's true. So
Oh wait, give Aegon a paternity test.
Perfect.
That would be my suggestion. I'm stealing it from Helen. Aegon. You are not Targaryen.
I'm not your father.
Yeah.
Or those one of those DNA ancestry kits. There's quite a few characters that could do with one of those.
So that would be my gift. I would give that to Fagon, who is not in the show but in the books. We have more questions, people. There, Rawrist, I know you have to leave soon.
Me too.
But and George, but thank you for joining us, of course. Who would make the best little helper and elf to Santa Claus?
The first one that says Tyrion loses.
Gendry.
Okay, Gendry from George. That's interesting. He is a blacksmith. He knows how to make things. That's a pretty good answer.
Or hot pie. He could make cookies.
You know, by the way, he actually has a real bakery now. The guy who played in UK somewhere.
Yeah.
When I come over to Ireland for Worldcon next year, I should probably hop over to England and go check that out. Helen, you're pouring yourself a drink there, I see, but I'll interrupt you and ask you the same question. Who would make the best little elf in Westeros?
I don't know. Pass.
Wow.
Rawrist, I don't know what you're doing there. Is that a knife?
No.
What is that?
Nothing.
Is that something that you're going to kill me with tomorrow?
No. What do you? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just sitting here having a good conversation. Jesus
She's
Christ,
playing that
God.
Russian. She's playing that Russian game, you know, where you put your hand down and somebody's like checking your
Mumbling
5
pegs.
fingers with a knife.
Rawrist?
She's doing
Or
that by herself.
Russian-
You know that game is actually called Mumble Deep Peg.
Or Russian
It's-
roulette, where
Yeah,
you
it's called
put,
Russian. Yeah.
You put a bullet in every chamber to make it even more fun.
As long as somebody else goes first.
Play with an
Right.
automatic and
What?
revolver.
You know, I'm looking at my sheet because I actually care enough about you, Kyle, to prepare for these things.
Oh, Lord.
And I said Arya, but only if she can be the stabby elf who punishes children by stabbing them to death in the middle of the night. Jesus Christ. I actually wrote
That's
that.
a little dark.
I was in a bad mood earlier today. I think that's when I filled out that question.
I am
That must have
actually
been before
really
wine.
scared to appear on your stream tomorrow night.
Oh, don't be.
All right. Well. JR.
If you have to name a champion for tomorrow night, Kyle, just throw it to me. It's fine. I got broad shoulders.
You were late to the stream. How can I expect you to show up on time to my trial by combat?
Because Rawrist is obviously a professional.
And I'm not. You're such a dick.
Oh, you got that one. Okay, you got it.
Nancy T made a donation to all in this amazing community. Happy holidays and peace and love for the new year. Yeah. Actually, you know what? You know what the next question should be? What are we all thankful for in a Game of Thrones and a Song of Ice and Fire? Because we got some creators on this panel. Of course, Helen and JR. JR has just started creating with GeekChat1 and an amazing community. And Helen is obviously joining. And George, you guys know, has been my sidekick for some time. What are we all thankful for in this panel?
Can you explain GeekChat1? I just joined it recently. Who created it and why? And what's the whole thing behind that?
So, JR, you explain GeekChat1, and then we'll talk about what we're thankful for.
Well, actually, I'll just start it off then because it kind of falls in together. I'm thankful for everybody in GeekChat1, but I guess that's not really your question. GeekChat1 started after con last year, and it was an idea I was just kicking around. And I was like, you know, it's fun to stay in contact with everybody that you met at the con, and a way for, you know, content creators and community and people they collaborate with to all be in one. And it's a politic-free site. We don't do real-world politics. We don't do any of that. You know, you
Just
rock
Star
out
Wars
with
politics.
just Star Wars politics or Westerosi politics, as it were. You know, it's a fun place to hang out, and that's kind of what it's just evolved into. And it's a lot of fun. We do polls, and everybody asks questions on there. And
So not just a Song of Ice and Fire, by the way. We talk about like Marvel all the time. The
So
Expanse.
any fantasy, sci-fi sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and anyone can join and post as long as you're not being spammy or, you know, trolly or douchey.
Douchebaggery.
Trolling is fine. If you troll Kyle, it's fine.
Like there's like 70
lighthearted teasing is okay, but just don't cross over that, you know, dark side line.
like there are 75
the
different
dark
memes
side,
of me with as Ned Stark with the Chardane.
Yes, there were some good ones of you,
That
actually.
might have been me.
Yeah, you're
Yes,
okay
and then
for that.
who put Kyle in the traditional Carthy dress?
That was
Me.
Helen. Was that
No,
you?
That was me again with the breast
that
out.
was
Yeah,
Gemma.
no, that
Oh my
was me.
god, that was hilarious.
Rawrist, have you seen the Boat Sex 2.0 with me and Con Snow? Have you seen that video?
I have not, but I also now want to see you with your titties hanging out.
Okay.
with the-
Okay. So our buddy Zach is the best Jon Snow cosplayer in the world. I don't know.
Oh my God, are you talking about the guy that? Because I went to the first
Zach.
Con of Thrones
Yeah,
and I got a photo
that's
with
him,
him.
that's him.
Yeah. that
So
guy's
anyways,
amazing.
so the last night of Con of Thrones, it was like 2:30 in the morning.
Later.
It was
Oh,
later
yeah.
than that.
It was like 4 in the morning. Ashaya, Aziz, me, Gemma, Zach, George. There was JR was there. We were all drinking. We were like, okay, we need to celebrate our last moments together before we leave tomorrow. And Zach comes over. He's like, do you want to reenact the boat sex scene? So like opening the door, and I would be Daenerys and he would be Jon Snow. So Ashaya filmed everything, and Gemma played Tyrion. She was on her knees, and there's like and so it was like the perfect lighting at the back end of the hall, and we reenacted the boat sex scene. And we're gonna actually do a whole sitcom at Con of Thrones 2019 of like like Jon and Daenerys have kids and dragons, and like Jon's like left the house a mess. And but anyways, that actually happened, and we did this boat sex reenactment. And you know, he's staring me right in the eyes. We did all sorts of bloopers, and like it was really fun.
My
But
God.
yeah, I know most of the chat has checked it out, but anybody that hasn't, it's a video on the channel. You guys can go check it out. It's really hilarious. But okay, now let's, you know, Rawrist has to leave very soon, and I think this would be a positive note for Rawrist and George both have to leave, but a positive note to end when they're leaving. We're gonna stick around for a little bit longer, but you know, this community obviously is pretty awesome. What are we thankful for? What are we thankful for in A Song of Ice and Fire and Game of Thrones? We'll start off with you, Rawrist.
Ooh, I'm thankful that everyone is intelligent enough to know that Aegon the Conqueror was amazing. Stannis is the rightful king to the Iron Throne. And Rhaegar and Aegon V were dumbasses. That's what I'm thankful for. How about you, Robert?
Wow.
Robert.
Robert.
I'm thankful for the French Republic.
And that I'm far enough from this Rawrist bitch where she can never get to me.
The Atlantic Ocean, that's a good buffer at the moment. Loving that. The boring answer is my patrons and the community that I'm in is that is astonishing, and I am blown away by it every single time I think about this. Is that the support, the love, the strength that I get there is astonishing. So at the risk of being non-funny and actually serious, guys, thank you. You blow me away.
Gemma.
Oh, you thought I was being funny? No, I'm legit about Aegon.
Rawrist, fuck
Stannis.
off.
Yeah,
Gemma.
that's what I'm worried about, Rawrist. That's what I'm worried about.
Gemma.
I'm gonna have to go with you as well, Robert. And I know it's the boring answer, but it's all you guys on the panel. It's all the content creators that I've chatted with and collabed with, and all the subscribers and the people on social media, and it's literally given me a whole new aspect of my life that I thoroughly enjoy on a daily basis, and it's great. So just thank you to everybody. Really boring, sorry.
George.
I'm thankful for the sand snakes.
Not the wave.
And the wave.
And the wave.
And a Shahardane theories.
Oh my God!
That's what Kyle's thankful
for. And all my Arthur Dane memes, like I turned them all into Chuck Norris things. They were great.
Helen.
Oh, I'm really thankful to have a Geek Chat and all these, this whole community, because as I said before, all my friends are really different, and except my dad, I didn't have anyone to talk about this. Like my husband is like, what is this Star Wars? What Song of Ice and Fire? Is this a new song? So that was my life before, and now I have people to talk about things I love. So I'm really thankful for that. And JR and I have a really cool podcast about Star Wars where we hate and bash The Last Jedi. So come and join. The hate.
Last Jedi was actually gasoline. I love that movie.
Wait, what's your podcast called?
Hate.
Wait. What's your podcast called?
It's called The Cantina Buzz. And
The
we literally,
Cantina
JR and I
Buzz.
talk and hate and love Disney and Star Wars in general, and some topics. And I think we'll record tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we're recording tomorrow for the
Is
second
it on
podcast.
YouTube?
Yes.
Yeah, it's on GeekChat1 on YouTube.
Yeah, GeekChat1.
Oh, this is a whole fucking YouTube channel?
Yeah. But by the way, good comment, Rawrist. Everybody that's on this panel, all the links to their social media. So if you want to go check out Rawrist, the link to her YouTube channel and Twitter is in the description of this video. Gemma, same for Gemma, same for Deep Geek, same for GeekChat1. Man,
Hey, GeekChat1, if I promise to be less drunk and obnoxious, can I talk about Star Wars with you?
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
I'll even wear my Imperial uniform if I can talk about Star Wars. With
Oh shit! I'll wear my Stormtrooper outfit. This is gonna be amazing.
I have several Leia outfits, including the slave outfit, which I wear for special occasions.
Whoa!
Alrighty then.
but you can everybody that's in the live chat, 140 viewers, GeekChat1 YouTube link is in the description of this video. Go subscribe.
Yeah, I have to send you the link to where my my movie reviews are going up now.
Yeah, George also does movie reviews.
Which is where I have to go because
George gets early access. Like he went and saw Bumblebee already. He gets early access to all. Like he basically gets to go see movies before all of us get to go see them.
And what's your new website, George?
It's on World of Geek. I'll get you the whole link to my part of it.
Well, I'm already on it. I was just making sure.
What I'll do is when George gets me that, I'll post it right in the comment section. I'll pin the comment, and you guys can go check out George's website and all his reviews and stuff. JR, you want to talk a little bit more about GeekChat1 before you go?
No, I'm staying on if we're rolling.
Okay, so Rawrist, you got your own stream, right? You got your own stream. I think.
Yeah, I gotta start in 40 minutes, and I gotta go do some stuff before that. I'm sorry, I got really excited about Star Wars. I don't get to talk to people about Star Wars. Everyone wants to talk about Game of Thrones.
No. We talk Star Wars deep, like also the new stuff, like the Mandalorian series and literally a Disney streaming service, or they are planning, and all the things they fucked up.
Which is a lot.
Rawrist is leaving, but tomorrow night I will be going on.
Kai was like, "She's leaving. Get the fuck out of here."
I know. He tried to
So Rawrist has to take off though. But I will be going on her channel tomorrow night. And we're going to talk about all the Targaryens, not just Jon and Daenerys, but Targaryen history. We're going to talk a little bit about Fire and Blood, and it's going to be an interesting conversation because we have really different opinions about Targaryens.
I mean, yeah, we have different opinions, and you're wrong.
You're a bitch.
No one, there is not a soul alive that would disagree about that. You fucking whore.
But of course, what's next in your channel, Rawrist? Just to give a little plug to everyone this year.
What's next for my channel?
Yeah.
Right now, I'm doing a giveaway.
Other than being wrong tomorrow night.
Oh, is that how we want to be, Kyle? You really want to fuck with the redhead? I think
she's into fake French, English.
Elves. Yeah, elves. So you don't know where I could go with this.
Yeah, I do. I'm fucked.
I'm doing a giveaway right now on my channel. You have to complete a phrase. So far, it's Stannis loves burning, and you have to fill in the blank. Besides that, I'm doing what if videos. What if Aegon never conquered Westeros?
You also got a Star Wars channel called Star Roar.
Yeah, I haven't posted on that in a few months because I needed to take a mental break. So, but I'm going back to that in January. So I'm gonna be good about that.
But Roar, Star Wars, A Song of Ice and Fire, all sorts of geeky content. If you're into that, and like I said, you can find that in the description of this video. Thank you, milady, for joining us.
Kyle's like, now hit end. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, well, bye!
Time to get the fuck out of here. That was Rawrist, everyone. Thank you for joining us, Rawrist, of course.
I'm out, too. I gotta go see Aquaman. And
George has to go see Aquaman, of course. You know George. Partner in crime. Love to have you, my friend. You have yourself a happy holidays. And
stay safe, everybody. Stay warm.
Bye, George.
Bye, George. And we're left with the delinquents.
Delinquents, what?
We're gonna stay for another 15 minutes here. It's getting kind of late for Gemma and Deep Geek, and it's really late for Helen.
Fuck you. Yeah.
She's an hour ahead of us.
Because he's always forgetting me. He's always saying, "Oh, for the Brits, it's really late," and I'm like, "I'm an hour ahead of them, and I'm old, so an hour is like 24 hours."
By the way, one thing I didn't mention that was an actually great gift for Theon was a strap-on that I saw earlier. Anton from the great Game of Thrones Facebook page that has like 190,000 users. Anton messaged me on Facebook and said I needed to mention that. So Anton, shout outs to you, my man. But what we're gonna do is, shall we open it up to chat, friends? We should open up some chat questions. Let's try to make it holiday Christmas inspired and keep the stream fun.
Robert is wearing his glasses. Let him read it. Let him read questions. He put on the elf glasses.
So chat, it's up to you. We got 148 people still watching. After this, make sure you go check out Rawrist, of course. But for now, we got another 15-20 minutes with these awesome people on the channel. And we're going to answer some questions from the live chat.
Somebody said peace hookers.
Peace hookers. Yes, Dead Air sells so well. This is great.
Wait. Actually, everybody in the live chat, I know not everyone likes to comment in the live chat, but if you're enjoying this live stream, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you like Game of Thrones Song of Ice and Fire content. But more than anything, show your support by spamming some fire emojis or heart emojis in the chat. Hype and love. Right, JR?
Always.
So if you're enjoying this live stream with these amazing guests, spam some fun emojis in the chat. We usually do happy, smiley faces or fire and heart emojis. So, we got Wesley. He knows.
He's right on it. Anime lover.
All right.
We're getting it rolling.
And thank you, of course.
I can't believe nobody's thrown up Kraken tacos for Robert yet.
And everyone, and everyone that's made a donation this evening, or patrons of the channel, patrons of all of our channels, anybody that supports content creation. Thank you. We are super thankful for that.
Sorry, I'm still laughing.
Today,
Gemma.
What did Gemma say?
Since you love Christmas so much.
Me?
Kat, literally, are you not blind? These glasses blink since 24 hours. Are you blind? Are you
You know, they're actually hurting. I'm actually gonna take them off.
Are you French? What's the thing?
I'm gonna take them off because they're actually hurting the sides of my head.
So Robbie Meeson asked, so what's the plan for Nashville? I think I'm been thinking about going too. You should absolutely go. Con of Thrones is an absolute blast for 3 days of absolute shenanigans and funnery.
That's how me and JR met, and Gemma met JR. We all partied together, and then like we met. I think it was the second night, maybe. Was it the Friday?
No, first night.
First night,
yeah.
And JR was literally partying in our room every night till 4 a.m. For the rest of Con of Thrones. It was insane. It was me and JR. I don't even know if JR and I.
I knew that was coming.
JR and I literally went to the most ghetto liquor store of all time.
We did with Mike. Yep.
Without my idea, and it was like the most dangerous thing of all time. And I won't say how much we spent, but it was a significant amount, and we threw probably the best party at Con of Thrones. I don't know what other parties were thrown, but I don't know. We had all the people from oh my god, Burlington Bar came. We had Quinn from Ideas of Ice and Fire, Lucifer means Lightbringer, Sanrixian, Aziz and the King McKay.
Yeah.
We literally.
Oh my god, PJ. Okay, sorry, stop this. PJ.
Oh my god. By the way, if anyone doesn't know, PJ is the largest Patreon supporter on the channel. She has the keys to the Iron Bank, and she's been a supporter of me and Gemma's ever since me and Gemma started live streaming and doing content together.
And Morally as well. Morally is like
more
as well for all the creators. She's so cool and
Morally
fun
left a $50 donation before the stream. She couldn't even be here tonight, and she just left a donation.
Yeah.
So PJ and Morally, Carol Brown,
and Andy Sorrell.
And Andy Sorrell are like the Misas / father and mother of the faith of the sevens of the community. They are just like, they support everyone. The positivity that they bring are super amazing. Kyle, I'm not forgetting your Christmas gift. Last but never least, my friend, have a great holiday. Going to have to leave you for the night. Love this live stream. PJ, we love you. And we sincerely, oh my God, Morley is secretly hiding in here. By the way, I should also mention, Morley has been extremely generous on collaborations with me and Robert. Robert, I know Morley has been a staunch supporter of all of your content as well. So thank you on behalf of me. Let's all say thank you on 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Thank you, Morley.
Thank you, Morley, PJ, and everybody that
PJ
donates to this community. So we're gonna take some fun questions. We're gonna stick around for another 10 minutes. We have 144 people watching. Of course, if you are still wanting to do some shenanigans, Rawrist is going to be streaming later. I believe it's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But let's take some questions.
So we got Anime Lover just donated and asked a question: who would cook the best dinner in Westeros?
Ooh, I think that's got to be hot pie, right?
Hot pie.
No, Ramsay with some really good ingredients of I don't know.
What about Arya? She
hearts
cooked a
and-
nice spray pie.
Yeah, she did.
But she didn't do the pastry right, did she?
No, it looked like garbage. And besides,
Hot
it's the
pie.
Manderley pie anyway.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, Tywin, he did that deer really good. He skinned the deer.
Tywin skinned it. He did the prep. He's like a sous chef.
Yeah.
But-
Sushi.
What about
Sushi. Raw.
So
Just eat
Tywin
it
didn't
raw.
dice any of the vegetables, but he skinned the deer.
Yeah, it's sushi.
Ramsay makes
Westerosi
great
sushi.
sausage. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
get the
hot pie
dragons
with the
involved.
The live chat's going really dark.
But
It is.
barbecue with the dragons.
Yeah,
Come
get-
and join us. Barbecue with
Drogon.
You guys are
Drogon.
absolutely savage in the chat right now.
She was supposed to hold the fingernails. Well,
She didn't brown the
I actually
butter.
think that was a bit of onion, wasn't it?
Um,
The really nails?
one
no, it was nails.
didn't wasn't it old Nan used to make them lamprey and pea pie with onions?
Yes.
So that was something that is super popular.
Davos is fermented crab.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
just looking at that, JR.
Yeah, Prince wasn't
It'll
yes.
make you shit through your chainmail.
And I hear that Melisandre does a good barbecue.
Oh,
She does. Yeah. Best
Mama Ogre
ingredients.
has a really good question. Q&A, out of this panel, who would be the best Krampus? That is obviously Gemma.
No, it's Helen. She's
Gemma
closest.
hates Christmas.
Helen's
Gemma.
closer.
I would enjoy to whip people. Is it called
Exactly.
whip?
Susan
Yeah.
Dougal says Jojen spiked punch. Come on.
That'd be great.
Melisandre knows
Hot
nothing
elf
about-
is also savage. Daisy says hot elf is also savage. XD. Come on, show your pants.
I'd have to go and get them.
That was the right
Someone-
answer, Robert.
Someone in the chat was saying earlier, I'm wearing Robert the Elf's pants.
That was Tubbs. I saw that.
Robert and Gendry both talk about how they are endeared to bowls of brown. So that's kind of interesting. And we get more of we get more insight to that to the books as well. George is very descriptive. One thing,
Susan
You know,
Dunkel.
Illyrio throws a great dinner party.
Oh, wait.
Melisandre's roast stag.
Susan, that is inappropriate.
I would like some spicy locusts. If only they'd work.
Spice locust, the poison ones.
Yep.
Illyrio would throw a great party. Remember the
Yeah.
super descriptive chapter where Tyrion is at his manse, and there was like like
garlic mushrooms.
garlic mushrooms, and there's all sorts of isn't there like ham and cheese and like 3 or 4 different types of red wine.
Martin's descriptions of food get really intense, don't they?
Yeah,
I love it though. It adds so much richness to the Westerosi culture and flair. Like I personally love it because I cook a lot. So like
I cook every day almost. Yeah,
stuff. Season 3, I threw a party for the season premiere, and we had Dornish inspired Cornish game hens that were stuffed with habanero peppers and limes and cilantro. They turned out delicious with a nice fiery sauce with deglazed orange liqueur and blood orange. I mean, it was delicious.
By the way, we're doing a get together for Geek Chat 1 for those of you that are going to Con of Thrones next year. If you join Geek Chat 1, we have the details. We have an event set up. We're getting together at a barbecue joint. And I think me and JR are actually cooking a dinner together. Both.
Yeah, we got to figure out the logistics on that one, though.
But my birthday is July 5th.
Wait, at our place?
Yeah, at our place. But my birthday is July 5th, and Robert's birthday is July 8th, if I'm not mistaken. Robert?
Yeah, I'm just distracted by Helen's super chat.
Anyways, we're going to be doing a Game of Thrones dinner. But for those of you that are going to Con of Thrones, we're going to be doing a get together and going to be eating some really good food together. So, and I know Gemma's vegan, but talking to the barbecue place, they're going to do something special for Gemma. So
they'll have alcohol. I'll be fine.
No,
Chicken
don't worry.
waffles.
Don't worry.
Right before going out to karaoke.
Don't worry, Gemma. I have talked to some people, and because you're my bestie, we make it happen.
Wait, excuse me? Like, sad face? You said you loved us both.
Oh my God, the donation / hype train is insane tonight, by the way, you guys and gals.
I've managed being a vegan all this time. I think I'll manage. Don't worry about me.
Don't you forget about me.
Stop. No, save it for the karaoke in Nashville.
Gemma, it has been requested that you do Skid Dippy at the karaoke bar.
What is that? I
that'll be a hard pass.
What is
you
that?
You have to, so we can bust out the dance again.
No, I'm not doing it.
Gemma.
I will rap. I don't sing. I will rap. I used to sing on stage, and I vowed that I would not do it again.
How hard is it?
Well, I think it's quite clear that we've already found our man, JR.
No, because I've got to lead the dance with Mandy.
By the way,
Robert is singing some French chansons.
Les chansons françaises. One thing I do want to say is
je ne regrette rien.
One thing that I do want to say is the last live stream that me and Gemma did on Fire of Blood, there was an insane amount of donations, and tonight you guys have donated between me and Gemma streams almost $1,000. So you guys, we do thank you, but we want to thank you again. It really does mean a lot to us content creators. I know Robert especially appreciates that as well, but all of us, it really means a lot to us when you guys do this. And it's not the reason why we do this, but it is certainly a bonus, and it's awesome. So thank you for all of your generosity to everyone, whether it's $1, whether it's $50, $100, whether it's $5, $20, whatever. They are all awesome. So cheers to that. The glasses are actually hurting my eyes. I had to take them off for a little bit because the flashing was like giving me like, I don't know. I can't see right now.
It's a good thing you don't suffer from epilepsy.
So we're going to take 3 more questions, and then we're going to shut down the live stream. Super late for Gemma, Robert, and Helen.
Especially Helen. Especially Helen.
Is there someone on the panel here named Helen? Kitty. Oh, she's calling her Kitty.
Kitty.
No. Are we gonna get a kitty? Are we getting a kitty sighting on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
There's always at least one kitty sighting. It never ceases to amaze me.
Usually mine.
Is this the one you saved from Greece, Helen, or the other one?
Is this the one that likes to kill all the birds and bring them in?
I'm not sure.
Yes, it is. That's the one that kills the birds.
What? This isn't the one she saved from Greece?
I don't think so. I think that's the one that kills the birds and brings them
Helen,
in.
show us the cat. I can't see it.
Yeah, it's like, wait, can you sing the Lion King theme? I, Savannah. Schau mal da rein.
Wow,
It's
the cat
actually
is-
the circle of life that they sing when he holds the symbol.
No.
Saying.
Oh, guys and gals, here's by the way, Susan Dunkel says she owns a cafe and runs some decent vegan shepherd's pie and ragoons. I love the sounds of that. We have a great question from Mama Ogre. What is your favorite holiday tradition? I'm going to start first. The thing that I love the most about the holidays is you get together with your family, and I know it's not an easy time for everyone, but the one thing I do love is that we get together and we eat and we spend time with each other. And for those moments, you have conversation about life or whatever, and you enjoy that food and you pig out. And it's okay to pig out in that day and overeat and just really indulge and enjoy yourself. So that is my personal favorite tradition about the holidays, is the food and your family. So I'm going to leave it for the rest of the panel. I'm not sure it's the exact same for everyone, as everyone has different
mine is when it's all over and you can take all the decorations down and the house actually looks tidy again.
So Gemma's a Grinch. That's fine. Robert?
Yeah, family and friends, but I'm among many other things that I'm geeky about. Board games, love a board game. Some point over the Christmas holiday, just get the people together, get a proper board. I mean, we're not talking Monopoly, like a proper board game, and actually just play
Cluedo, Game of Life, something a bit more serious.
No, like a real one, Gemma.
Well,
come on.
we do. I don't know if you guys ever heard of the card game Uno. We do Uno and stuff like that.
Yes, we have Uno too.
We have Uno, and we have all sorts of. We have Crokinole, which is a little bit different, with chess and stuff like that. JR, what's your favorite, thing about the holidays that you like to enjoy?
The holiday tradition that I love was my mom's grandfather. So my great grandfather started a tradition of barbecuing on Christmas Eve. And so they would do burgers and stuff, and he would do it all. And that's still the tradition that carries on. Like, we do burgers and fries and everything on Christmas Eve, because the next day you're spending the whole day in the kitchen. So it was outside, it was easy, and you can feed a lot of people really quickly with it. So that was the family tradition that I love the most, is the Christmas Eve and having hamburgers.
It's really interesting because we do some sort of barbecue in the wintertime here, but not like seemingly like you guys would do with less snow in winter. Helen, what about you?
I literally love to be able to get drunk at 11 a.m. and it's totally fine to sit around in your PJs all day. Nobody really cares. Crazy family around.
With
Everybody's
the Bloody
drunk.
Mary.
Everybody's fighting, playing board games, board games, as well. We love that. If I don't win, I just crash the whole game, smash the whole game against the wall.
Rude.
Yeah.
That's a very Cersei move, though. I can totally see it, Helen. I get it. I don't like the way this game is going. I'm going to blow up an entire set.
Exactly. So I'm an only child. So so that's Christmas for us.
Only child.
That's really awesome. One thing that my aunts do is they make homemade Baileys, and it's so good. So you take like cream and whiskey, and you drink it in your coffee, and it's just, you start off your day.
Of course, you love it. You're such a granny.
Wow, that's so rude of you to say.
My mom's mom would make Kahlua with basically moonshine. It's called Everclear here in the States, but it's like moonshine, and she would make that and make cordials with it too. And oh my God, when you drink it, it's like, it will light you on fire. You got to be really careful with it.
And I think the best question that we should end it with is, what is your favorite Christmas snack? And I'm going to start with you, Gemma.
I don't know if it's necessarily related to Christmas or not. Obviously, I don't know if Kyle's ever mentioned before, but I am a vegan.
Gemma literally meant like if me and Gemma are in public, she literally tells like 4 to 5 people she's vegan.
This is bullshit. I literally never say it, but you mention it all the time. So I can't have things like eggnog or mince pies, like traditional Christmassy kind of things. But I really like olives. I could eat olives forever, for days and days. It's my favorite food ever. I could just sit with a full jar of those things and just, I love olives.
All right. Gemma likes olives. In Deep Elf.
Well, you know, it's the first I heard about Gemma being a vegan, to be honest. She doesn't mention it much. But in honor of that, in England, we have this, it's not a snack, but it's a part of Christmas dinner. We would have pigs in blankets, which is a sausage wrapped in bacon. It's just like meat with more meat. It's the best thing in the world.
Thank you, Robert. I love pigs. I love pigs in blanket. Helen.
We have it's weird. We have a Met Eagle. It's hedgehog made of beef, raw beef, tartar. Like hedgehog made of tartar in the form of a hedgehog, and then you put the little
Spikes.
Little spikes. Yeah, no, it's not toothpicks. It's the thingies you can eat, like pretzels, like but in sticks. I don't. Yeah, like breadsticks and like onions as eyes. It's super weird. It's super creepy and super scary, but that's what we do.
JR.
See, and mine is my mom's Chex Mix that she makes from scratch. It is the best. I absolutely love it. So what is the favorite one for the nerd in the north?
Well, it's actually a French dish. It's called tourtière, which actually means meat pie. And tourtière is a famous type of French meat pie. Really, really delicious. There's celery and onions and lots of pepper and really, really super flaky crust. And you usually eat it with homemade pickles. And that's probably my favorite Christmas dish. But we make cheese balls, like with cheese balls and our different cracker. We make cheese balls. We make crab dip, which is really delicious. We make all sorts of different dips and stuff like that. And we have like cheese plates and
just out of curiosity, what kind of crab?
Oh, it's I don't know. It's just like snow crab or something.
Snow crab? Okay, I was just wondering. Because I grew up on the West Coast, so up in Oregon, we have a lot of Dungeness. So
it's really sweet. I want to say I'll say sweet crab. And
yeah, it's probably Dungeness then.
It's kind of like an artichoke dip, but with crab, really kind of creamy and delicious. But we have that, and there are all sorts of different snacks, and we have wine and Baileys and coffee and all sorts of different snacks, and we just eat all day. And we watch Christmas movies. We usually watch Polar Express and Elf and all sorts of different movies, and we have like a movie marathon, and we do that. So that's kind of, we eat snacks and we hang out, and we engorge ourselves, and then we all pass out and just enjoy each other's company. And then of course I'm waked up early in the morning the next morning by all the kids at like 5, and they're like, presents, and I'm like, fuck,
I need coffee.
But you know what? It's so weird because we get our presents on the 24th. On the eve, you go to church or whatever you feel like, and then you have dinner, and then you get the presents on the 24th. And fun fact, Christmas tree tradition everywhere around the world comes from Germany, because we celebrated it, and then the English royal family, who's actually German, took it on, and since then we have Christmas trees.
We do a Christmas breakfast. We do bacon and eggs and ham and toast and all that kind of stuff, and everybody, pancakes and maple syrup, of course, which is a Canadian thing. But yeah, I think that is a great way to wrap up the stream. Great way to wrap up the stream. It's super late for all of our European friends, Gemma and Deep Geek and Helen. Of course, it's been really fun this evening, getting together. Robert, amazing costume. Gemma, always in the Christmas spirit.
I've got a fucking elf. What more do you want?
Creepy elf, though.
Of course, thank you to our guest Rawrist. Amazing first time on the channel. Love having her on. Super amazing content creator Helen Jr. Let's do our outros. Gemma, let's start with you.
Thank you for having me on. Quick announcement. I'm sure JR won't mind me saying we are having an end of year grand giant Geek Chat quiz. I have made the video. It's an hour long. It's got 7 rounds. It's got a Marvel Universe round, a Lord of the Rings round, a Star Wars round.
What?
It's going to be absolutely lit. We're going to premiere the video and we're all going to join in, and scores are going to be tallied as we go along. And then we will crown the king or the queen of Geek Chat 2018. It's going to be really exciting. So make sure you are on Geek Chat and keep an eye out, and I'll explain everything that's going on there. It's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, you are the first to hear about this. It's going to be so good. I've literally spent about 15 hours working on this video, so you better appreciate it.
So that is Gemma. You can find the link to her channel and Twitter in the description of the video. Of course, you know her as my co-host and best pal. We have In Deep Elf.
Without puns.
Okay, thank you guys. So it's not really In Deep Elf. In Deep Gelf. That's a different thing. Elf. So my channel, if you need another YouTube channel in your life and you haven't discovered me yet, please do go check out In Deep Geek, which is my channel. Or if you actually like stories, science fiction and fantasy stories, I've got a second channel called The Well Told Tale. Go and check that one out. As always, Kyle, it is an honor and a pleasure to be on your channel.
You can also find the link to Robert's channel and Twitter in the description of this video. Robert, always a pleasure having you on. We have Helen. Make Mordor, make Jin, make memes great again.
Yes. Like I said before, and JR and I, I'm not pulling a Kyle here.
Oh,
JR and I have these amazing Cantina About Star Wars podcast. We'll record tomorrow, so it hopefully be uploaded if Gemma can manage to upload my shit, because my internet is third world country.
I've got
speed.
you. Don't worry, I've got you.
Thank you, Gemma. So that will be up in 2 days. And then I'll start with AU Packmu and some guest stars. My finally Lord of the Rings podcast, similar to the Star Wars one, literally just chatting about what are the topics at the moment, what's happening with the Amazon series, and then talking about things we love, things we hate, characters we love, characters we hate, and so on.
By the way, me and Helen are working on a One True Ring, Iron Throne, Lord of the Rings, Song of Ice and Fire comparative analysis. It's not going to release in the next week or so. We're really working hard on this one, but this is going to be a badass video. We're really putting a bunch of research and trying to really go into why George R. R. Martin loves Lord of the Rings so much and all the different comparisons we can see. So that video is coming up on the channel. Helen is a Lord of the Ring expert. I couldn't do it without her. So you can check out Helen, Clueless Fangirl, I believe on Twitter and Facebook. And you can also find her in GeekChat1 as Helen. J.R. Rowley.
Well, Gemma gave away the end of the year one, which is fantastic. We'll announce the date on that so everybody knows with plenty of time to get that one out. What else? Gemma and I will also be recording for Snapchats, the continuation of, because on my flight today, I was actually listening back to all the things that we got right. And so I compiled my list of everything that we got right and some of the things that we think we're still going to get right. Helen and I will record tomorrow for Mos Eisley Cantina Buzz. And then you and I will be recording for a podcast of Bronze and Iron.
Yeah. What are we doing next on a podcast of Bronze and Iron?
Then up next for Bronze and Iron, what did we talk about?
We're going to talk. We're going to do Norse mythology. We're going to touch because I'm rekindling my Ragnarok and Westeros series, and me and JR are going to go even more deeply because I only really did a reference video. We're going to talk about Odin and all of that, all the characters that we think are
Right, and we're looking at having a special guest on as well for the podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. We are actually going to have Robert on our. Robert is going to come on our channel at some point. He's going to be our very first guest on a podcast of Bronze and Iron. So very excited about that. But that's going to be it for tonight, everyone. Of course, if you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, go check out all of these amazing people. The links are in the description of this video. And of course, if you want to continue with the shenanigans and enjoy yourself, Rawrist is doing a stream.
Coming up next.
It's going to be 8 minutes from now. So I'm sure our moderators of our channel are going to post the link in the live chat here. If you haven't found Rawrist, you can't find the link in the description of this video. But thank you from all of us. May you have a happy holidays, whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever. We hope you have an awesome time, and we thank you for supporting all of our community. Let's get a hype and love from everyone on 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hype and
Bye.
Whatever.
Wow. In Deep Elf screws it up.